It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Talking Stick Resort Arena in downtown Phoenix. Tonight, it's the Phoenix Suns getting set to match up with the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers begin the game with the basketball. Wade to James. Lets it fly from long range. Now that's a contest. To Rubio. Knocked loose. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
LeBron up against Oubre. LeBron James missed his first. That one goes. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Shot clock winding down. Short jumper misses. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
And now it's Flash with the basketball. Jay, the Lakers, not just a great franchise, but they are a brand in the NBA. With LeBron James, what do you make of Lakers fans accepting him maybe now or down the road as one of their own?
They better accept him now. I agree wholeheartedly with Jenny Buss when she said they're not Laker fans if they're not happy about LeBron James. He is a Laker, and this is one of the most loyal fan bases we have, not just in this country, but in the entire world. The most Twitter followers of all the teams in the NBA.
James matched up with Kelly Oubre Jr. Curling inside. Short jumper won't go down.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Dwayne Wade to James. Trying to cash in. James shot no good. Into the front court, it's Booker. They lead it, 4-point game. To the rim, flushes down the slam. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between two players. We call that an eyesight contract. Because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
To Rubio. Short jumper stays out.
He missed that shot on his own. The defense didn't do anything on that play to make him miss.
Wade, deep right corner. Paul. Ooh, Chris Paul. 2 for 3 now here in the first. There's a sixth sense there that you just can't teach.
If you're a player on the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the game way easier for you to be even more of an efficient offensive player.
Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
To James. Dwayne Wade to Paul. Has a look. Deep 2 there, won't go. Here's Rubio into the front court. 10-6 our score. You've got to get that one to go.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 73%. Free throw's good to cement the three-point play. The lead is back down to 1. Suns control the possession. Runner's good there.
I see this happen all the time. It used to happen to me. Sometimes an easy offense allows more effort to translate to the defensive end.
James, the drive, right to the basket. Wade. Doesn't get the bounce.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the
Stuffs it down with authority.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Look out, Devin Booker, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
James to Paul. Cashes in for 2. He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
Here's Rubio up top. They trail by 1. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Drop. On the baseline, but his shot stays out.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
JaVale McGee able to recover with the block.
And that's light work for a guy with his ability.
A pass stolen by Phoenix. JaVale McGee swats it. Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Nice pass to set things up.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Rubio matched up with Paul. To Booker. Throws it down. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of it.
Booker with it. Down by 1. Chance of a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on the end one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Paul to Wade. Shot from in close, no good. Oubre to Booker. And a throwdown. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Look out, Devin Booker. That's
oh my God, Devin Booker is killing us.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Now preparing to shoot at the line.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximal effort, than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. It's Phoenix ball. Booker and a whistle.
A simple touch foul.
Booker, deep left corner. To Booker. JaVale McGee, huge block. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by JaVale McGee. Substitution being made in this one. Booker. His first effort off the mark. James into the front court. Now down 6. Takes it coast to coast and the strong finish at the rim.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
JaVale McGee sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Chance here for LeBron. LeBron James. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Stuffs it down with authority.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
LeBron James rejects it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Driving right to the basket.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. New blood coming in for both sides. Devin Booker. The shot almost to Caldwell Pope. Slams it down.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. To Korver. Caldwell Pope. Gets it in the right corner. Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim. Short.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
The drive, right to the basket. Oh, straight down the middle, 4-2.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
James to Paul. Ooh, Chris Paul. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Ed, all this talk I heard over the summer, what about CP3's hamstring? Will he be able to get back his first step? Will he still have it? There you go.
Couldn't keep it in. It's out off Aaron Baines. Time to shuffle things up. Los Angeles, they have it. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
LeBron James. He's got 2 shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. Nope. First one does not go. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Into the front court. It's Booker. Counting down towards 1 minute to play here in the opening quarter. It was right there. LeBron into the front court. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Suns with the basketball. Here comes the screen. Booker picked up by Derrick Rose. DeAndre Ayton. That's out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron. DeAndre Ayton. Lakers have it. JaVale McGee. Oh, the Suns come up with the steal. To Booker. Lakers come up with it. Count the basket inside.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Deep three at the buzzer. That ends the first quarter. The Lakers have the lead. About to start the second quarter. Both teams very productive offensively at the outset.
Both teams are on fire, but speaking of competitive juices, one of the beautiful things that we heard during the timeout, in a team huddle, you heard multiple voices that weren't the coach saying how much more they needed to fight in order to win this game. Oh, trust me, the intensity level is going to pick up a couple of notches.
Crawford, great feed, sets it up. Aaron Baines powers it through.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Now Paul with the basketball. Leads one. To James. For three. Oh, LeBron James. Not much more the defense could have done. He hits the contested three.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Jamal Crawford. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
James to Rose. Nothing going here on that drive. Caldwell Pope. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. He's going to get 3 shots here. For his career, 78% at the line. First one, count it. Hits the second. One more coming. Perfect from the line. It's all 3 of them. Rubio into the front court. Down 5. And too much contact.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Mikal Bridges. JaVale McGee pins it. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron James. Rubio matched up with Paul. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
JaVale McGee to James. Off the assist.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Crawford. Ricky Rubio. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Down for McGee. McGee powers it through.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Here's Rubio into the front court. They trail by 7. Jumper's good.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Paul to Rose. A pass stolen by Phoenix.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you'll be able to stop a great passing team.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Rubio to Crawford. Free throws up and perfect. Crawford passed it off. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Lakers ball. Paul goes to the left side. Chance for LeBron James, and he buries it.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Mikal Bridges with the strong finish.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Across the timeline comes James. Looking to make something happen. Goes to the right side. Paul buries it on the catch and shoot.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Here's Rubio up top. Down 3. Here comes the screen. Crawford. To Rubio. Crawford. And McGee there for the rebound. That's usually one that he'll knock down. Phoenix has the ball to Rubio. Finish that.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
LeBron James trying to cash in on the 3-point play, shooting 80% in this contest. Here comes the screen. Oh, they called a foul, Jay.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Michael Beasley sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Dwayne Wade rocking the rim.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Has a chance. Jamal Crawford. 2-4 now.
Can we all just agree that that handle is next level, but that jumper's wet too?
James to Caldwell Pope. Rebound, Aaron Baines. Booker with it. Down 4. The pass set it all up.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Gets to the basket and scores.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Jamal Crawford. He's now 4 for 6.
Again, Ed, if you made it to this level, you're capable of doing things that normal humans could never do, even if you're not known for it.
Aaron Baines tips it. Phoenix with it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Terrific vision, leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
And scores. Great body control, Jay, as he ran down the lane.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
James to Paul. Caldwell Pope buries the 3.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Crawford. Aaron Baines, nice.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over. Paul?
Chris Paul is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 86% from the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Second of 3 is good. And he hits all 3 free throws. It's Suns ball. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Into the front court. It's Booker. Down 6. Nice finish at the rim.
Hey, look. Pretty dudes can mix it up once in a while, too, I guess.
Jamal Crawford. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
James to Van Vliet. Beyond the arc for 3. Fred Van Vliet locked in on that one.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. OBJ. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Oh, they called the foul.
Just a tic-tac foul.
To Kelly Oubre. Count the bucket for 2.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To Beasley. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
And hits the first free throw. 2 for 2 on that trip. Suns control the possession. Booker to Crawford. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Short jumper stays out. To Richardson. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a three-point play. You always going in think you can get more at the rim.
Knocks it down off the step back.
I could see the beads of sweat forming when he had to put the ball on the ground there. You still got it, though.
James to Beasley. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Rubio into the front court. Final minute, first half. Gets to the basket, but it's no good. Another follow, still no good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
And that's rebounded by the Suns. Booker with it. The margin is 3 as we approach halftime.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Knocks it down from mid-range.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
It's James controlling the offense. To Wade. Here's a chance from long range. Like the confidence, but a tough shot for Dwayne Wade. LeBron James with a piece. Paul. And it's Booker who grabs the rebound. Late heave to beat the buzzer. So a tight one as we reach the break in a one-point game. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Lakers will start the second half with a narrow lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Suns aren't down by much after 2 quarters, and the offensive glass was their domain. They scored plenty of second-chance points, asserting themselves in the paint. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Phoenix Suns.
Game track. Bench points.
What I found interesting about that half of basketball is how the momentum stayed high even when the substitutions started coming into the game. These guys coming off the bench, from both benches actually, are doing a great job of making positive contributions.
Player of the half.
LeBron James is up in the air swatting shots. When he's not doing that, he's down on the floor making steals. Who wouldn't be impressed by a first half like that? Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
And they call it.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. Here comes the screen. Crawford. They'll get it down to Booker. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
To Van Vliet. Stuffs it down with authority.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at three coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Devin Booker at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. With the rock, it's Chris Paul. To Richardson from long range. He engulfed him that time.
Shoot or shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
LeBron with it up top. His guys down three. To Beasley. Gets a shot up off the mark. Into the front court. It's Booker. He'll run the offense. Wade. To Beasley, and they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Michael Beasley at the line for two shots. Hasn't missed yet. First try, no good. No good. Missed them both. Here's Rubio into the front court. Up by 3. And the basket good at the rim.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Oh, ferocious slam inside.
Clean up in aisle 4. Repeat, clean up in aisle 4. If there's anyone from the weak side that wants to participate in this game defensively, please raise your hand.
Crawford. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Oh, he can't connect. LeBron James snatching it out of the air. Crawford. Rubio. Can't connect. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Paul to Wade. Gets it in the right corner. Josh Richardson. Smothering D.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Paul across the timeline. The margin standing now. Flushes down the slam. Ah, Jay, no question. There's an unspoken bond there.
Just on the same wavelength. And how about this? Sometimes a bad pass is a great pass when you have somebody as athletic as that can catch that anywhere and slam it down.
And the finish at the rim.
Ricky's never really been the guy to look for his shot first, though he did average a career high in points per game last season. And it all starts with that blow-by first step that sets up his opponent.
It's Phoenix ball. Rubio to Booker. Has a look. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
And remember, Ed, they trailed at the halftime. This is not the same team that we saw in the first half. Playing with a new zest for life, apparently.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
LeBron James trying to cash in on the 3-point play. He's been steady, 83% at the line. Here's Rubio up top, up 6. DeAndre Ayton to Kelly Oubre. Dwayne Wade with the block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Deep right corner. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Can't do much better than that. Kyle Korver misses the shot.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
LBJ with it. To Wade. Goes to the right side. Paul. Not easy.
Oh, I like what you're doing right now. It looks like you're running some DHOs into PNRs. That's dribble handoffs into pick and rolls. You keep running that action, you're constantly going to keep the defense guessing.
Nice pass to set things up. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Dwayne Wade to James. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Knocked loose. Paul with it up top. Right now, down 7. Flushes down the slam.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Dario Saric at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. To James. Fires the three. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Paul to Wade. Off the assist.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Beasley. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. It's back to a 5-point game. Suns with the basketball. Rubio to Mikal Bridges. Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Paul to James. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's what the King does. James, the quick catch and shoot there for three.
And your big is the one making that happen. Every time he's involved in a PNR, he's slipping it, forcing that guy from the weak side to come down and help. Quick skip passes equal threes in the bank.
LeBron matched up with Booker. Wade. Can't connect. It's no good. Rubio into the front court. Up by 6. And the reward, he's going to the line.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Knocks down the first. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Beasley to Wade. Over to the right side. James. Not done yet. On the follow. Way to stay with it. Here's Rubio into the front court. Up 5. LeBron James able to recover with the block. And count the basket inside.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To James. Wade. And the rebound taken down by the Suns. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Free throw try. Off the mark. Oh, the Suns come up with the steal. Mikal Bridges to Booker. Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
A pass stolen by Phoenix. To Booker. 4-3. Trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good. LeBron into the front court. His guys down 11. Oh, you can't do that.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
First free throw is good. And he makes them both. Lakers at the controls right now. James to Rose. Stuffs it down with authority.
But did you see the way he was able to do it, Ed? Did you see him constantly probe the defense by maintaining his dribble? Ultimately, if you keep your eyes on all the other defenders, they will lose track of where the ball is. That's where you slip a quick pass in for an easy dime.
James to Beasley. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Took it down the lane, but it's no good. Paul to Rose. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make two bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Dario Saric, couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 66% in this contest. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Paul to James. Lets it fly from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
This game comes down to micro adjustments. Either mismatches, ball screens, slipping action on those ball screens, quick fades to threes. It just seems like you're actually finding your rhythm offensively.
Rose in a matchup with Booker. To James. Fires the three. Oh, LeBron James. Not much more the defense could have done. He hits the contested three.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Booker against Chris Paul. The crossover gets inside, and the slam dunk.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. LeBron James with the rock. To Paul. For three. Tough shot. Well defended. Nice pass to set things up. Mikal Bridges with the strong finish.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Rose. And the rebound's taken in by Phoenix. Great pass to set it up. Beyond the arc for three. They have to keep him in their grasp.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
To Booker. Jumper's good.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Paul. To Rose. Here's a chance from long range. Rare three for Rose. Defense was ready.
I got ball. I got ball. I got ball. I got ball.
Knocked loose. Lakers have it. Derrick Rose. 4 out of 7.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Listen D, listen D.
To Booker. Driving right to the basket. In a flash. Scores at the rim.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Deep three at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The Suns lead it big. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter. The third quarter was a disaster. Remember, they led at halftime, and now they find themselves down big.
And when things get bad, they get bad in a hurry. But you have to remember, this is a game of runs. They had theirs, now it's time for yours.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
You know, it reminds me...